Hello, this is Miss Schrader. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about Baroque art. My students, you're going to need a piece of paper and something to write with. You want to take some notes. When you're done, you're giving me between 7 and 10 statements, facts in paragraph form about what you found interesting, educational, and important about Baroque art. All right, so Baroque art is basically the form of art that develops after the Renaissance. So it's 17th century, a little bit of 18th century stuff. And it has the same strength of realism in the human form, but it also has a lot more action, a lot of chaos, normally a lot of bright color to it as well. The painting you're looking at is called The Triumph of Bacchus and Adriane, which is part of the Loves of the Gods series by Annibale Carracci. It was done between 1597 and 1600 in the Palazzo Farnese in Rome. And you can see as you look at it, one, there's a huge amount of people. You can see a lot of flesh because, once again, they really love nudes. And this is a big party piece, and Baroque artists loved doing things that deal with party themes. So there's a lot of that in the Baroque. I'm going to be showing you some architecture that deals with the Baroque as well. This is St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. So this is where the Pope normally has his big masses. This was done by a variety of different architects and artists, including Michelangelo, who did the big dome on the top. It was completed in 1615. And you can tell, it's got that really Greek and Roman look with the columns and the dome and everything. But it's also got some figures on the top of it, some human figures, so it's looking kind of wild. It looks like it's got a couple of clocks in the corner. So it's overdoing it. It's big, it's loud, and that's what the Baroque wants. Now this is San Carlo ai Quattrofontane in Rome, done by Francisco Borromini between 1638 and 1677. So this took the guy around 40 years to do. Um, but once again, it really is extremely over the top. You can see the waviness in the roof parts, the huge number of sculptures that are in it, and this big circular thing up top that I assume should be holding something, and I can't see what it is. But it looks very caricature, very silly, almost Disney like. If you start looking at the interiors of some of these buildings, this one is Karlskirk by Johann Bernhard Fischer von Erlach and done between 1715 and 1737. And this is in Vienna. And once again, there is so much there. You've got the mural on the ceiling with lots of people and lots of movement. You've got at the back where the altar is, you've got the all seeing eye of God and sunlight peering out from it. It looks like we've got an angel of some sort or someone ascending into heaven. If you look at the walls on the sides, they're covered with lots of different things. So once again, almost too much to deal with. And a lot of this loud, chaotic, over the top work is the first European work that shows up in North and South America. This is a painting inside a church from 1802, and it is depicting what they imagine hell will look like. And you can see the huge number of people, a lot of confusion and chaos. This is done by a man named Tadeo Escalante, and it's inside the Church of San Juan Bautista in Hero, Peru. In their sculptures, once again, it looks sort of like the Renaissance stuff because it looks as though people have paused in movement and are about to move some more. But it is very chaotic. It looks as though they're about to start running or jumping or something like that. And once again, there is a lot of nudity. I tried to avoid that as much as I could. This piece is called Venus Giving Arms to Aeneas, so it's based on the ancient Greeks. It's done by Jean Comu in 1704, and it is in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. So if you look at it, you can see once again, they appear to be paused in movement, but it does seem as though there's going to be chaos when they're done. In the story, Venus is actually Aeneas's mother and worried that he's going to be killed in the Trojan War. She is giving him weapons to protect himself. And I thought I'd go ahead and show you some of the furniture that has been designed during the Baroque period. This is a throne designed between 1700 and 1720. It's gilded wood and upholstery, and it looks like the cloth might be velvet. It's done by someone named Ka Rezenico. And just look at it. All of the metal areas look like they have angels all over it. I mean, putting your arms or your hands on any of this, I think, would be extremely uncomfortable. So, very over the top once again. There are a lot of really famous artists during the Baroque period. This piece is done by Diego Velázquez. It was done in 1656, and it's called Las Maninas, which means the ladies in waiting. It is showing some of the ladies in waiting to the queen. The king is Philip IV, and some of the king's children, and there is a little person, a dwarf. This painting is oil on canvas, and it's at the Museo de Prado in Madrid. And there's a lot of really fun little pieces to it to begin with. On the left side, you can see Velázquez himself, the artist, painting the painting. There's a mirror in the background, and you can see the parents of the children watching from behind. And then further in, there's another mirror, and you can see one of the ladies in waiting. So there's a lot of fun little elements with this one. And some of these paintings that I'm going to be showing you later on in more detail are from this time period. The two that you've been looking at just now are the Calling of St. Matthew by Caravaggio and The Night Watchman by Rembrandt. Okay, my students, I want you to give me between 7 and 10 sentences about what you found interesting, educational, and important about the Baroque. Thank you.